Assalamualaikum everyone. Today we will start our role play. This is a role play based on the 1994 and 1995 Major League Baseball strike. So, America's Major League Baseball has been in constant battle with their contracts. So the battle was between the team players and the team owners. So, but the players did not fight for themselves. The union leaders fight for them. They act as the agents. So here, at first, the negotiation culminated in a work stoppage. They had this negotiation to the point where they stopped the game, and they even didn't have any World Series during 1994 until 1995 because of these issues. They even packed their bags and walked off literally, so which resulted in the cancellation of the World Series. So, but you cannot do this to me. You can end my contract just like that. This is so unfair.
I'm sorry, son, but I just don't think you are fit to play for this team anymore. This season you will need 3 home runs. You know I'm the slackers in my team.
But coach,
Enough. You just go pack your stuff and leave.
So in each season, the owners keep taking advantage of each of the players. They only want the benefits. They don't even want to practice with the baseball players. All they want is for them to excel in games, and if they don't, they just quit them. So they would just stop any renewal of the contracts, and then they would just end it without even giving them beforehand and saying that it's over. So they have families and it has affected them. So this is a scene in the locker room where baseball players seem unhappy and restless. I can take it anymore. When we get our best for us.
Yeah, man, I totally agree with you. Every single game, it will be us that get our knees and elbows scraped off, drop dirty, and yet they got the most dollars. It's so unfair.
Yeah, man, that's true. How many more years must we put up with this nonsense?
We must take this matter up to the union. They must fight for They must help us fight for justice.
Yeah. So, here the unions for this case act as the agent for the baseball players to deal with the team owners. So the union leaders here will act as the agent, as we presented earlier, for the baseball players. And they will deal with the issue with the team owners who are unfair. So in this third scene is the start of the meeting between the union leaders and the players. So they will discuss on how they need the union leaders' help. Bro, you have to help us. You have to help us. How can we even earn our living if this continues? We got kids and wife to take care of.
Yeah, and we got bills too. I mean, yes, of course we do this out of passion, but we got life to live, and this is so unfair for us. How can we survive if this matter prolong, you see?
Okay, we'll see what we can do.
Thank you so much. In the fourth scene, which is the next scene after this, is the moment where the Major League Association were established. So at first, the union leaders had problems to help because they didn't have a strong voice in the situation. So after this, the Major League Association, Major League Baseball Association, were established, and the union leaders finally get the opportunity to make some progress with their life with the negotiation of the contract with the team owners. By this time, baseball players were receiving higher than minimum salaries. They receive better insurance, and they also have higher retirement benefits. Here is the agreement between the team owners and also the baseball players, watched by the union leaders and also represented, which is in the middle, by the Major League Baseball Association. This person is the person that makes everything much more easier. However, the basic agreement did not prevent the occurrence of strikes again among players. This did not help. So, scene number 5, to add oil to the flame was that in 1994, the sneaky team owners made a greedy agreement about revenue sharing among themselves. Revenue sharing is they would share the amount that the players get for themselves. It's not actually their pay, but they take the money from the players. Like for instance, they take 50% from their pay. This is just a random amount. If it's 300 the players get, the coach will take 50%, which is 150, and they only get 150 to survive. So it's unfair. But this is a discussion between the team owners out of their greed, and they also think that they share. This is like different team owners sharing greedy agreements. Plus, they were at condition of adding a limit or a salary cap. So not a macam, sorry, excuse me. Everyone has a limit to their pay. They wouldn't have like a benefits or anything. So hence the team owners sharing of team sale will be shared around fairly. So because of there's a salary cap, the salary will be shared fairly among each other. No matter how they are a big team or a small team, they will share. Eventually, it looks like they don't have any difference. So here team owners of different teams are sitting together discussing about their sneaky plan. You know what we should do?
What?
We should share our revenue. You see? We could actually gain more profit from this. Am I right?
Really? I totally agree with you. But we must come up with an agreement to set the bar limit or the salary cap. I mean, I don't want any of you to be cheating me. No. Not gonna happen.
Okay, sure. Why not then?
Okay? Agree?
So, obviously, this did not sit well when the players found out. The players weren't happy about it. They want to be under a free agency. So, in sports, free agency means the person is free, not under contract, not under franchise, not under any team. They are free to sign with anyone. So, for instance, like if you watch football, soccer, you would see that Torres can suddenly just go to Chelsea when they're actually in Liverpool. That means they are in free agency. So, for instance, which they are not getting that privilege. They are not getting that privilege at all. They make contracts like, until 6 years only you can get free agency. So, how long can they play for 6 years? But then in between those 6 years, they would change the contract, like without any concern of that. So, they are pushed around like puppets. Therefore, negotiation continued to fail. So, which leads to the baseball players' decision to walk off. So, they had enough, they walked off.
You know what, coach? You can go look for other players that can run for you, that can pitch for you, because we're done. We had enough. We're out. You hear me? We're out! Hey man, let's go!
So, from that earlier scene, it can be seen how chaotic it can be. So, which clearly the negotiation has failed here. There's fights all the time, the contracts like change all the time, so obviously the negotiation has failed here because the only best solution was to head to court. The union filed an unfair labor practice against the team owners. In 1995, the National Labor Relations Board arrived at a decision by seeking court rulings. So they went to court that would reinstate the old basic agreement. So what they wanted was to have the old basic agreement where everything was simple. There's no catch, there's no nothing. So here, two sides can be seen where one side will be from the union leaders and then the other side will be representing the players. They will be representing the players, I'm sorry. And one side is the team owners. And now you would see who the preceding judge ruled in favor for.
I hereby ordering the owners to restore free agency bidding, salary arbitration, and to adhere to anti-confusion laws in provisions of the old contract agreements.
It is obvious that the preceding judge ruled in favor of the players. So, which finally a new agreement was drawn, which had very few modifications, not that much changes have been made from the old one, but the crystal clear effect is the board losses amounting to $700 million, while team players' average salaries dropped by 5%. They had a drop, and then the most had the effect was the owners and of the teams, because they lost 700 million. So both owners and teams were basically starting off from scarred condition. Their condition was in a horrible state, but they were starting from something new. So in this scene, it shows that both parties shaking hands to the new agreement. However, both parties are sad for having to suffer the loss, especially the team owners. Example of negotiation was made famous. It's a very famous negotiation, but not by the successful negotiation party. It wasn't a success effort to arrive at a mutual beneficial agreement. Each party failed to recognize the benefit it derived from an interdependent relationship. They did not have their mutual benefits, and hence both parties suffered losses as a result of their refusal to come up with a workable solutions. So that is all. Thank you so much. Which is Howard, act as a player 1, which is the representative of Major League Association, coach 1, and representative of team owners, Zati, player 2, representative of team owners, coach 2, and judge. Tanya, coach, player 4, representative of team owners, and Nisa, player 3, and coach 4. And most of all, thank you for these two for having our team.